Genesis chapters 10 through 12 narrate the post-flood developments and the beginnings of Abraham's journey. Chapter 10 outlines the descendants of Noah's sons forming various nations, while chapter 11 describes the Tower of Babel and the dispersion of people across the earth. Chapter 12 marks a significant turn with God calling Abraham, promising to make him a great nation, blessing him, and directing him to go to a land he would show him. Abraham's faith and obedience in leaving his home and family set a foundation for the unfolding of God's plan for humanity. As you reflect on Abraham's journey of faith and obedience, consider your own life. Abraham stepped into the unknown, trusting God's promise. How might God be calling you to step out in faith today? Trust that He is guiding you, just as He did with Abraham. Lord, grant me the courage to follow your lead, trusting in your promises. In Jesus' name, amen. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Genesis chapter 10. Now this is the history of the generations of the sons of Noah and of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Sons were born to them after the flood, the sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan were Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. Of these were the islands of the nations divided into their lands, everyone after his language, after their families, in their nations. The sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Raamah, and Sabteka. The sons of Raamah were Sheba and Dedan. Cush became the father of Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before Yahweh. The beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. Out of that land he went into Assyria, and built Nineveh, Roboth Iar, Kala, and Resen between Nineveh and Kala. The same is the great city. Mizraim became the father of Ludim, Anamim, Lehabim, Naphtuhim, Pathrusim, Casluhim, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorim. Canaan became the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth the Jebusite, the Amorite, the Girgashite, the Hivite, the Archite, the Sinite, the Arvadite, the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. Afterward, the families of the Canaanites were spread abroad. The border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go toward Gerar to Gaza, as you go toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim to Lasha. These are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their languages, in their lands, in their nations. To Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the elder brother of Japheth, children were born. The sons of Shem were Elam, Asher, Arpachshad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. Arpachshad became the father of Shelah. Shelah became the father of Eber. To Eber were born two sons. The name of the one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided. His brother's name was Joktan. Joktan became the father of Almodad, Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. Their dwelling was from Mesha, as you go toward Sephar, the mountain of the east. These are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their languages, in their lands, after their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations, in their nations. From these the nations were divided in the earth after the flood. Genesis chapter 11. Now the whole earth had one language and the same words. As they traveled east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they lived there. They said one to another, "Come, let's make bricks and burn them thoroughly." They had brick for stone, and they used tar for mortar. They said, "Come, let's build ourselves a city and a tower whose top reaches to the sky, and let's make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad on the surface of the whole earth." Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men built. Yahweh said, "Behold, they are one people, and they have all one language, and this is what they begin to do. Nothing will be withheld from them, which they intend to do. Let's go down, and there confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech." So Yahweh scattered them abroad from there on the whole earth's surface. They stopped building the city. Therefore, its name was called Babel, because Yahweh confused the language of the whole earth. From there, Yahweh scattered them abroad on the whole earth's surface. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, and became the father of Arpachshad 2 years after the flood. Shem lived 500 years after becoming the father of Arpachshad and the father of sons and daughters. Arpachshad lived 35 years and became the father of Shelah. Arpachshad lived 403 years after he became the father of Shelah, and he became the father of sons and daughters. Shelah lived 30 years and became the father of Eber, and Shelah lived 403 years after he became the father of Eber, and became the father of sons and daughters. Eber lived 34 years and became the father of Peleg. Eber lived 430 years after he became the father of Peleg, and he became the father of sons and daughters. Peleg lived 30 years and became the father of Reu. Peleg lived 209 years after he became the father of Reu, and he became the father of sons and daughters. Reu lived for 32 years and became the father of Serug. Reu lived 207 years after becoming the father of Serug and the father of sons and daughters. Serug lived 30 years and became the father of Nahor. Serug lived 200 years after becoming the father of Nahor and the father of sons and daughters. Nahor lived 29 years and became the father of Terah. Nahor lived 119 years after he became the father of Terah and the father of sons and daughters. Terah lived 70 years and became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Haran became the father of Lot. Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his birth, in Ur of the Chaldees. Abram and Nahor took wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai. The name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, who was also the father of Iscah. Sarai was barren. She had no child. Terah took Abram, his son Lot, the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife. They went forth from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan. They came to Haran and lived there. The days of Terah were 205 years. Terah died in Haran. Genesis chapter 12. Now Yahweh said to Abram, "Get out of your country, and from your relatives, and from your father's house, to the land that I will show you. I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great. You will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. All of the families of the earth will be blessed in you." So Abram went, as Yahweh had spoken to him. Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. Abram took Sarai, his wife, Lot, his brother's son, all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls whom they had gotten in Haran, and they went to go into the land of Canaan. Into the land of Canaan they came. Abram passed through the land to the place of Shechem, to the oak of Moreh. At that time the Canaanites were in the land. Yahweh appeared to Abram and said, I will give this land to your offspring. He built an altar there for Yahweh, who appeared to him. He moved from there to the mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west and Ai on the east. There he built an altar to Yahweh, and called on the name of Yahweh. Abram traveled, going on still toward the south. There was a famine in the land. Abram went down to Egypt to live as a foreigner there, for the famine was severe in the land. When he was about to enter Egypt, he told Sarai his wife, See now, I know that you are a beautiful woman to look at. It will happen when the Egyptians see you that they will say, This is his wife. They will kill me, but they will save you alive. Please say that you are my sister, that it may be well with me for your sake, and that my soul may live because of you. When Abram came to Egypt, the Egyptians saw that the woman was very beautiful. The princes of Pharaoh saw her and praised her to Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. He dealt well with Abram for her sake. He had sheep, oxen, male donkeys, male servants, female donkeys, and camels. Yahweh afflicted Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abram's wife. Pharaoh called Abram and said, What is this that you have done to me? Why didn't you tell me that she was your wife? Why did you say, She is my sister, so that I took her to be my wife? Now therefore, see your wife, take her, and go your way. Pharaoh commanded men concerning him, and they escorted him away with his wife and all that he had.